Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today is our last video of our top 5 must-dos at the 4 main Disney World parks. So today we are doing our top 5 must-dos at Hollywood Studios. Tails are in little...
Even though that's not at the park anymore.
No, but I feel like it's Sorcerer Mickey. I think he can still meet.
Yeah, well I feel like he like Fantasmic.
Yeah, I feel like you can still meet Sorcerer Mickey there, so that's relatable. But yeah, this is our top 5 must-dos at Hollywood Studios. I want to say there are a lot of changes happening at Hollywood Studios right now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much guaranteed that our must-dos are pretty much the only thing that's open right now.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 things that are still open, because obviously you've got Toy Story Land opening up there next summer, which is so exciting. They've just finished the roller coaster and that looks amazing. I think it's going to be a kids roller coaster, but I don't care. I'm so excited.
I don't think anyone cares.
I think everybody's excited.
Toy Story,
yeah. And obviously the really big one, 2019, you have Star Wars Land. Oh my god, I've got to get back to America. Not when it opens. I feel like I'm going to wait for the crowds to die down a bit, but at least go in 2019, like opening year. So I've got to get back there. So yeah, that's why if we're just reading out pretty much the only things that you can do at Hollywood Studios,
that's why.
That's why. There's,
but I feel like it is sort of not much to do at the moment, but I do think it'll pay off like in the future. I feel like their plans for the park are going to really help it, and it's going to be a great... I'm even excited still to find out what the new name's going to be, because they did say that they were probably going to change the name. So it
again, because I haven't changed enough.
So it won't be Hollywood Studios anymore. It's going to be
something else,
another name. So
but yeah, I'm excited for all the changes at Hollywood Studios. So yeah, and I just want to put in my ears. So Mickey's are from the park. You can, I don't know if you can buy these anymore, but
I bought them from Hollywood Studios when the hat was there. There was like a store.
I feel like they still sell them.
But yeah, I feel like you can still get them.
But anyway, if you want to know where these ears are from, I purchased them from Main Street Ears. So if you watch Disney at Heart, which is Jared and Britt, if you don't watch them, what are you doing? Go watch them, because we love watching them. They're such a cute couple, and I love their Disney vlogs. But Britt makes these ears, so Mickey and I actually got the exact same ears for our next trip. We both got mint gold and a rose gold pair, which I wore in a previous video I've uploaded. But yeah, just wanted to let you know in case people ask. Now you know, they're from Main Street Ears. Go check her out. They're really comfy too. Unlike the park ears, which feel really tight, these do feel a bit more comfortable. Haven't fully worn them in yet, or worn them for a whole day though, so yeah. But yeah, I just thought I would give them a shout out just in case people are wondering where these ears are from. So anyway, let's get started with our top 5 must-dos at Hollywood Studios, and I will start. Michaela's not going to be happy. My number 5 is Rock and Roller Coaster. Yes, it is. Rock and Roller Coaster is my number 5. It is a great roller coaster. Not taken away, but like
really good roller coaster, in my opinion.
There was so much like else. It's funny when you say there's not much in that park, but everything that's in that park, apart from Star Tours, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I've never rode it because I've been terrified, but I love Star Wars, so I still would love that ride. But I pretty much love everything in that park. Yeah. There's not something where I go, oh, I'm not going to do that, because I really do like everything. So something had to be number 5, and it had to be Rock and Roller Coaster, in my opinion. It's a great roller coaster. It's an indoor roller coaster, so you have no idea what's going to happen. It's completely dark, with lights and fluoros and stuff come flashing by. But yeah, great roller coaster, and that is my number 5 must do. And I think you can find it down Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood Studios.
It's sort of
near, Strip, whatever.
Near where the Hollywood Tower, like
they're pretty much right across the road from each other.
It's like you go left for
Rock and Roller Coaster,
and you go right for Tower. Yes. Anyway, my number 5 at Hollywood Studios is Fantasmic. So I really like Fantasmic. There's nothing wrong. It's probably not my favourite nighttime. Yeah, I love when Mickey does that. It's probably not my favourite nighttime show.
I feel like it goes for a bit too long.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's not my favourite one. Like, we still see it every time, and it's really good. I like how you get to see all the characters on the boats, and
it goes through a storyline,
the water and stuff like that. So Yeah.
And I like beforehand how they really get the crowd amped up and excited for it. That's fun. They didn't do it as much when we went in winter. I noticed when we went in May, it was really big, but there's a way big crowd. When we went in winter, I think we sat there, it was 8 degrees outside.
It was so cold.
That's Celsius, you're gonna have to figure out what that is in Fahrenheit. I think it's in the 30s. I don't know. Maybe 40s, I'm not sure. But anyway, it was so cold and they didn't really amp the crowd up. There was nobody there, and it was just windy and cold, and I was sitting there going, can this be over now? I am over it, because I just felt so cold. So that sort of ruined Fantasmic for the last time I saw it, but it's great.
But it's still a good show.
And
definitely a must-see.
That is my number 4. My number 4 is Fantasmic. So yeah, it is a great show. And like I said, love the music, love the Mickey when he comes out, and I feel like if you haven't seen the show, you don't know what I'm doing, but if you have, you completely understand.
Mickey's like sort of the star of the show.
Yeah.
Whereas the other nighttime shows it's not really based on the characters, I guess you'd say. Like,
no. But I think this is because I took Fantasmic from Disneyland. I believe it's an original Disneyland show that brought over to Hollywood Studios. It was stopped at Disneyland for a while. I believe it's back. I'm sure people will correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it's from originally Disneyland. But yeah, it's a really good show. So that was my number 4 must do.
So my number 4 is so hard because I like everything, but it's Toy Story. I think it's because though I haven't got to ride it very much. Like, was it there in 2012 or no?
It was. I believe it was there in 2012, but we were oblivious people.
Yeah, we had no idea it existed. And then in 2016, I was like, oh,
we got it.
Okay, right?
Did we get a fast pass for it? I think we eventually got one where like everybody raves about it.
And it's not even going to be a good ride. And then we got on it.
Great.
And it was so much fun.
It's a good ride.
It's a really fun ride.
I can see why the queue gets really long for that ride.
The queue is just so long for that ride.
Apparently it's a bit better now though, because they did open up another track. When we went, that track wasn't open, they were still working on it. So apparently it's a little bit better now with the 3rd track open.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There's another track that's been open though. So.
I think that's the reason why it's a bit more down on my list, is because I don't get to do it
as often.
If I got to do it all day every day, I might say, yes, I just want to do this ride all day because it's so much fun, but I don't get to. I've only been on it maybe twice ever because of like time restraints, because you have to wait so long to go on that ride.
Over 60 minutes.
You don't want to necessarily have to use your fast pass every time.
And this is also the problem with Hollywood Studios, is there's so little rides, and to be honest, that's probably the only ride. Well. That's probably the only ride that little kids can go on. So that is why you have a massive queue for that ride. And because there's not much else in the parks, it just doesn't really help its situation at all, because let's be real, not many little kids, like I mean like little kids, they're not going to go on Rock and Roller Coaster, they're not going to go on Tower
Even if they're tall enough, I think those rides are still a bit too scary. Like some kids I've seen do it as soon as they hit the height and they've been okay.
But that's why Toy Story I think gets that really long queue, because it is probably one of the only it's a family ride. It's one of the only family rides at Hollywood Studios. So, and that was my number 3. I feel like we're just gonna keep tag teaming now. Maybe she should have gone first, but yeah. So my number 3 was Toy Story Mania. We were like, oh, we're gonna go on this ride. It seems stupid, and then we ate our words because it was actually a really good ride, and I can't wait to go on it again. Did we get a fast pass for it? I think we did, because we knew the queue was going to be massive.
But Hollywood Studios is also tiered for your fast passes. So
the really good thing is though, I think Tower of Terror
is in tier 2, which is actually quite funny. That works out really well.
Yeah. It works out really well for me.
I think we did, because I think we thought it'd be better to use it for Toy Story than... I love Rock and Roller Coaster, but I think we thought which one would it be more practical.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to get a fast pass for Toy Story, because you will need it and you will thank us, because it is a long wait if you don't get one. Unless you're there on like some day when the wait's only 15 minutes, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
The queue is sort of interactive.
Yeah, so it is. I guess if you did all Disney queues are interactive.
Yeah, but
apart from this one, Disneyland didn't have interactive queues, but Disney World always has there's something to look at least. It's not just...
It does like that little quiz thing on the Etch a Sketch, like the guess game, so you can sit there and...
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their ones are interactive though. You just look around. Look. So your number 3, which is probably gonna be my number 2.
Probably not, but I don't know. My number 3 at Hollywood Studios is the Star Wars fireworks. They were amazing. Yeah, they have changed now. They're not the ones that are currently there, so I'm not talking about the projection show on the Chinese theatre. That's not the same show. This one was mainly fireworks. It wasn't a projection show, it was just pure fireworks.
So I think they switched over in about May last year to this new show with projections, which we haven't seen, but we've just seen the old one, which was mainly fireworks. Like I think the new show has lasers and all that sort of stuff
and
as well.
Projection. It's a mixture, whereas this one was pretty much just fireworks and music, and that was it. But it was amazing. It was the best. Like I think we both agree, it was the best fireworks we've ever seen at Disney.
I feel like Happily Ever After is going to give it a run for its money, but
you could feel it, like the vibrations, and just standing there in front of the Chinese theatre, like looking at the fireworks, and it was just like, I think the music did it as well because we love John Williams.
I love John Williams.
So I think the music also just made it even better for us. But yeah, we just absolutely loved it. Like the timing of it was just like perfect. It was a perfect fireworks show. Yeah,
so this was my number 2, was the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular, I believe it's called. Might be a different name now, but that is what it was called when we saw it. And I teared up, mainly because of John Williams. I love John Williams' music. It is the best music of all time. And I was so happy to see this. It was so good. I remember we watched it and I stood there and went, okay, how can we get back to Hollywood Studios? We didn't have any other dinners there at any other nights, and I was like, I need to get back here to see it because I loved it so much. I had to come back for a second time.
Our parents left the park. They were feeling a bit tired.
Feeling well,
so they left the park early. We had dinner and they left the park early. Just went back to the hotel to rest and stuff. And they're like, oh, we'll just miss the fireworks, because they were new fireworks and we hadn't really heard much about them, so we didn't know if they were going to be.
I knew they were amazing. Everybody on YouTube.
I hadn't really had any spoilers, so I didn't really know if it was going to be that good or not. But anyway, Mum and Dad worked fast, so they went home. But once we saw it, we wanted to see it again, but we also thought like Mum and Dad have missed an opportunity. Like it was such a good fireworks show. So
yeah, that is like a must do. And I because I'm a Star Wars fan, I think this is where you switch. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you might rate Fantasmic higher, but as a Star Wars fan and a person who loves John Williams music, I feel like you're going to want to see the Star Wars fireworks and get a prime position for that, more so than getting a prime position for Fantasmic, because you can see Fantasmic anywhere in that whole stadium, no matter where you sit. I feel like even if you're right on the side, you're still going to get a view, you're still going to see exactly what happens. So whereas I feel like with the Star Wars fireworks, I think you need to get in the front at least, or in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, you want to be in that center area.
Especially now with the projections, I feel like it might even be more important for you to stand a bit closer to see everything. So yeah, that's where it differs. If you're not a big Star Wars fan, you're probably going to want to go see Fantasmic. If you're a Star Wars fan, you would rate it as high as I did as my number 2 on my must-dos list at Hollywood Studios.
So my number 2 on my list is, this is where Ali's gonna
This is where we
not like it. My number 2 is the Tower of Terror. It is a fun ride. I do love that ride, but it's not my favourite ride at the park. Yeah, it's just, I love the storyline. We actually ended up watching, I know the movie was made after the ride. We actually ended up watching the movie, and it was a pretty good little movie.
Yeah, it was like a typical Disney Channel type movie.
But it was cute.
Yeah, it was alright. It's not bad.
And yeah, the whole like storyline and theming and like how they sort of make it a bit creepy. You know, you don't really get that at Disney very much, because Disney mainly aims for kids.
For families.
Families, yeah, but I would say more so kids.
No,
but
they don't just aim for kids. I'm not a kid and I love it.
I know. No, I mean like the parks. Well, I guess it's not aimed for kids because there are rides that kids can't do. But I'm just saying, like, you know, they don't make things scary. Like their Halloween party is called Not So Scary. It's purposely made to be not scary, which is fair enough because then it lets families go. Yeah. But anyway, so I like that it's a bit scary. Like they make it a bit like, ooh.
Yeah, so this is my number one.
Yeah.
It is my number one in every list, no matter if I have a number one of the whole of Disney World. This is my number one must-do ride. If I could only visit Disney World for an hour, I'd be heading up Hollywood Studios.
Just to go on that ride.
Just to go on that ride because that is my favorite ride. Yeah, the Hollywood Tower Hotel or Tower of Terror, Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror, whatever you want to call it, Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
It is such a good ride. I love that the staff really get into it. It's really good when you have somebody who's extra creepy and extra scary.
The cast members are usually really good on that ride.
Yeah, they really play along. I feel like that would be the ride I'd love to work on because you can just be mean to people. Like, not really mean, but you can be grumpy. You can have that grumpy look on your face. You don't have to smile because they're not meant to be smiling. It's meant to fit with their, like, these people who, you know, you're possibly gonna die. Once these could be the last people you ever see and they're like creepy and you're like, oh my god, why'd I do this? But yeah, it is such a good ride. I can't wait to go back on it. I even when I watch people's YouTube videos and like I can hear it click in, I get excited. And I'm like not even on the ride and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna drop or it's gonna go up in a second, like I don't know. And I'm not even on, I'm just watching somebody's like video, but you know, when you hear it click and you just know, you don't know what's gonna happen.
And that's when you know you're either gonna go up or down.
You don't know what's gonna happen, and that's what's great. You don't know what's gonna happen. Are you gonna go up? Are you gonna go down? Who knows?
When is it gonna happen?
How long are we gonna let you sit there for? Nobody knows. But yeah, that is my number one must-do at Hollywood Studios. Moving on to Michaela's, I know what hers is.
So my number one was her number 5. Is the Rock and Roller Coaster. I love this ride. I went on it the first time in 2012, not really knowing what it was. Didn't realise it went upside down because I was like, oh, it's in a building. It can't go upside down.
That was funny.
Yeah, that. Got proved wrong there because it did.
So spoiler alert, it goes upside down, guys. The car outside that's upside down on the track should be a giveaway,
but we didn't click onto that.
We didn't really know.
But it's such a fun ride and I love that, like, you know, everything glows in the dark and it's
your
just
shirt
like,
might glow if you're under the
UV
or
like
light.
your shoelaces if you have like runners, joggers, whatever you call them on. Yeah, it's just such a fun ride. It's a fast roller coaster. I love roller coasters, so it's probably why it's a bit more, I prefer it to Tower of Terror. But yeah, I just love it. It makes me, like, it gives you that adrenaline rush every time you go on it. And it's like, I want to do it again. And again
whereas
and again.
I get that more so from Tower of Terror than roller coaster. Like, I do get it from, but you know when your stomach drops out of you on Tower of Terror?
That's what makes me feel, I feel like there's a limit to Tower of Terror. Like, I feel like I would get sick after a while. Just because of the motion, it goes up and down.
I feel like I should get sick on it with my motion sickness, but I just don't. And maybe that's why I love it so much. It's because it's a ride that I can go on and I'm not getting sick on. So, yeah, I love that ride. But they are our top 5 must-dos at Hollywood Studios. Like we said, there's a lot of work happening to this park. It is only going to get better. There's not much open right now, but the rides that are open and the attractions that are open, because there are a few more that we didn't list, and it was mainly Indiana Jones and Star Tours, and I think that's it. Because Great Movie Ride's now closed. I think
the Frozen sing-along.
Oh, and the Frozen and then you got the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, there is
a few. So there is a few, like 4 more.
And there's that Disney Junior stuff, but obviously
little kids.
We don't go to that, so.
But yeah, it's definitely, this park is improving. It is going to get better.
Yeah,
at the moment I feel like this is everybody's like half a day park, whereas for me that's Animal Kingdom. I'm like, no, I don't need to spend time at Animal Kingdom, whereas I could just spend so long at Hollywood Studios. I just love it.
We would just do the same things over again.
Exactly. But we keep going back on the same rides.
Because there's a lot of rides that we love at that park. Even though there's not many, it's still one of our favourite parks for that reason.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna make it even better in the future when there is
imagine
when there's so much more to do. Like
it's gonna be. I think it's going to give. It's gonna give
like,
Magic Kingdom a run for its money. Usually, I think Magic Kingdom is like the busiest park, but I think when Star Wars Land opens,
there's so much more to do.
Damn, it's gonna be like the park. Like at the moment, Animal Kingdom sort of like. It's. I don't think it's still as popular, but it is. It is up there because of Pandora and this new stuff, and new stuff just brings people in.
And because it's also open till night time now, so
yeah. But Star Wars Land, it's not just going to bring in like new Disney fans. You have that entire Star Wars base of fans of people who are going to come just to go there. So I think it's going to become a very busy park. And you know what? As much as I love Star Wars, I have heard that I think most of the rides that unfortunately might be motion, which means I can't go. But hey, you guys can all go to Star Wars Land and I'll just ride Tower of Terror. It's going to say 13-minute wait. That secretly means it's like a 1-minute wait because it never drops below 13. I've heard it's never dropped below 13. So that's fine. I'll walk around Star Wars Land and then just ride Hollywood Tower Hotel like again and again and again.
I hope they aren't both.
No,
there's 2 rides, isn't there?
Yes,
yeah, I hope they're not both
motion fake rides.
Yeah.
And I get because of space, but Disney World doesn't have that constraint. Disney World doesn't have a space constraint. They have all the space in the world.
Yeah, I can understand Disneyland having both.
They better not be. Anyway, we're completely off track. So, but we're excited for those new things to come. So yeah, let us know below what your must-dos at Hollywood Studios are. If you agree with us, if you don't agree with us, that's fine. But yeah, let us know, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Keep a lookout on my channel for more Disney content coming soon, and my Disney vlogs coming soon, because by the time this video goes up, it's probably going to be like a week until we leave, a week or 2 until we leave, because we're already at the 4-week mark.
Almost like 3.5.
Oh really. God,
like it's less than 4 weeks now.
Oh Jesus Christ! Like I'm so excited, but I'm terrified at the same time. Only because I feel like I'm gonna forget something. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.
Bye.